Can I have 3 rice? No, that's a common mistake. It's so confusing.
It really is. But today, you will master real-life English supermarket vocabulary.
Aha, I want to learn how to buy groceries in English and speak confidently at the grocery store.
Exactly. We will make it very simple for you.
Wow, that sounds perfect.
Hi, everyone. I'm Emily.
And I'm John. Welcome to Fluent English Daily. Let's go on a shopping trip together.
So, John, here we are. Imagine the big glass doors are opening for us right now. Swoosh.
Wow, it is so bright in here. And you are right, Emily, it is a bit cold.
It always is near the vegetables. This is the best place to start our real-life supermarket conversation practice.
Okay, I am ready. I have my shopping list, and I want to speak confidently at the grocery store today.
That is the spirit. Let's look at your list. What is the first thing you need?
Let me see. First, I need bread. I want to buy oh wait, I almost said 2 breads.
Aha, you caught yourself. That is one of those common English mistakes with food nouns. Bread is something we cannot count easily.
Right, so I should use one of those partitive expressions we talked about, right?
Exactly. For bread, we usually say a loaf. L-O-A-F.
A loaf of bread. Okay, so I will say I need 2 loaves of bread.
Perfect. You even changed loaf to loaves for the plural. You are doing great.
Thank you. Now let's walk to the bakery section. Smells so good.
It really does. Look at those rolls and croissants.
Oh, I like those. Can I say 3 croissants?
Yes, you can. Croissants are easy to count. 1, 2, 3.
I see. So some things are easy to count, like apples or croissants, but things like bread or rice need a special word.
Exactly. How to buy groceries in English becomes much easier when you know these container or piece words.
Okay, next on my list is milk. I need milk for my cereal.
Okay, and where do we find the milk?
In the dairy section, let's go. Okay, here's the milk. There are so many sizes.
Right. For milk, we often use the word carton or bottle.
Carton, like a paper box.
Exactly. A carton of milk. Or if it's plastic or glass, a bottle of milk.
Okay, I will take 1 carton of milk. Wait, what if I want a lot?
Then you might buy a gallon of milk if you are in the United States, or maybe 2 liters.
A carton of milk. Got it. I'm starting to feel more confident.
I can hear it in your voice. Now, let's look for something a bit harder. How about jam?
Jam for my bread. Okay, I see the jars over there.
Jar. That is the perfect word. A jar of jam.
A jar of jam. It sounds nice. Emily, why do we use these words? Why not just say 1 jam?
That is a great question, John. In English, some things are seen as a mass, like water or jam or rice. We need a container to give them a shape so we can count them.
Aha, so the container helps me count.
Exactly. Think of it like a helper word.
I like that, a helper word. Okay, what's next? Oh, I need some chocolate for my late night snack.
We all need that. For chocolate, we use the word bar.
A bar of chocolate, like a long rectangle.
Yes, exactly. A bar of chocolate.
Wow, I'm learning so much English supermarket vocabulary today. Let's go to the produce aisle now. I need some bananas.
Oh, I love the produce aisle. All the colors.
Me too. Now, for bananas, I don't say a bar of bananas, right?
No, definitely not. For bananas, we use the word bunch.
A bunch of bananas, like a group of them growing together.
Exactly. A bunch of bananas. And what about grapes?
A bunch of grapes too?
Yes, perfect. You are a natural at this.
I see a pattern, a bunch of bananas, a bunch of grapes. Oh, what about lettuce? It looks like a ball.
Good observation. For lettuce, we say a head of lettuce.
A head? Like the head on my shoulders?
Exactly, a head of lettuce. It's funny, isn't it?
It is. English is a very interesting language, a head of lettuce. Okay, I have that in my trolley now.
Great. Now, what about something small, like garlic?
Oh, I need garlic for my pasta. Is it a head of garlic too?
Close. You can say a bulb of garlic for the whole thing, but if you only take one small piece, it is a clove of garlic.
A clove, C-L-O-V-E. This is very specific.
It is, but don't worry. If you say a piece of garlic, people will still understand you. The goal is to speak confidently at the grocery store, even if you make a tiny mistake.
That makes me feel better. I always worry about making those common English mistakes with food nouns.
Everyone makes them, John, even native speakers sometimes. The important thing is to keep going.
You're right. Okay, I have my bread, my milk, my jam, my chocolate, and my vegetables. Oh, I forgot rice.
Let's find the rice. It's usually in the middle aisles.
Okay, walking. Here it is. There are so many big ones and small ones.
For rice, we usually say a bag or a box.
Okay, I will take a small bag of rice.
Perfect. Now imagine we are walking to the checkout counter. This is the part where many people feel nervous.
Yes, I always feel a bit fast and stressed there.
Just take a deep breath. The person at the register will usually ask, "How are you doing today?" Or, "Did you find everything okay?"
I can say, yes, thank you.
Exactly. And then they will scan your items. Beep, beep, beep.
And then I have to pay.
Right. They might ask, "Would you like a bag?"
And I can say, no, thank you, I have my own bag.
Perfect. You are doing a real-life supermarket conversation practice right now.
Wow, I really am. It feels good to know the right words.
It makes a big difference. Instead of saying, "I want this and this," you can say, "I would like a loaf of bread and a carton of milk, please."
It sounds much natural.
It really does. And you know what's also helpful? Knowing how much versus how many.
Oh, I always mix those up.
Think of it this way. If you can count it, like apples, use how many. If you can't count it with a helper word like milk, use how much.
So how many apples, but how much milk?
Exactly. You got it.
Aha, that is a very simple way to remember.
I'm so glad it helps. You are building such a strong foundation for your English.
Thank you, Emily. I feel much more ready to go to the store by myself now.
You should. You have all the tools you need. Wait, I just thought of one more. Soup.
Ah, soup. What do you think?
It's a liquid, so a bottle of soup? Usually we say a can of soup, or a tin if you're in the UK.
A can of soup, like the metal container.
Exactly. You are really catching on to how to use partitive expressions.
It's like a puzzle. Once you know the pieces, they fit together.
That is a beautiful way to put it, John. A puzzle.
I think my trolley is full now.
It looks like it. You have done a wonderful job today.
I feel very happy. It wasn't as scary as I thought.
It never is once you start practicing.
I agree. I can't wait to try this at my local store.
I'm sure you will do great. But wait, we aren't finished with our list yet. There is one more important section we need to visit.
Oh, which one?
The frozen food section. There are some very specific words we use there, too.
Wow, I didn't think of that. Let's keep going then.
Let's go. But before we get to the ice cream, let's talk about how to ask for help when you can't find something on the shelves. That is the spirit. Let's look at your list. What is the first thing you need to find today, John?
Let me see. The first thing on my list is 3 carrots. Oh, right. Is that right? Can I just say 3 carrots?
Well, you can, but usually in the produce section, we see them tied together with a little rubber band. We call that a bunch of carrots. It is one of those helpful partitive expressions we use to talk about groups of things.
Aha, a bunch. I like that word. It sounds thoughtful, friendly, like a bunch of friends. So when I want to buy groceries in English, I should look for a bunch of carrots.
Exactly. And it is not just for carrots. You can have a bunch of bananas or a bunch of grapes, too. It makes you sound much more natural when you use real-life English supermarket vocabulary.
Wow, I see. A bunch of bananas. I will remember that. Bunch, a bunch, a bunch. Okay, I feel better already. What about the next one? I have lettuce written here. Just one lettuce?
This one is funny, John. For lettuce, we use the word head, a head of lettuce.
A head? Like the head on my shoulders? Why do we say that?
Yes, exactly like that. It is because a lettuce is round and about the same size as a human head. It sounds a bit strange at first, doesn't it? But saying a head of lettuce is how you speak confidently at the grocery store. It shows you know the specific names for how food is sold.
That is so interesting. A head of lettuce. Hmm. Does it work for other vegetables? Like, can I have a head of potato?
Oh, no, not for potatoes. We usually buy those in a bag, but you can use it for cabbage. A head of cabbage works perfectly because it is also round and solid.
I see. So round things like lettuce and cabbage are heads, and long things like carrots or groups of small things like grapes are bunches. This is very helpful, Emily.
I am so glad. You are doing great. Understanding how to use partitive expressions is a big step. It helps you avoid common English mistakes with food nouns. Many students just say a lettuce or a bread, but using these special words makes your English sound much more beautiful.
Speaking of bread, oh wow, do you smell that? It smells amazing. Is the bakery near here?
Yes, I can smell it too. It is just past the apples. Let's walk over there.
Okay, let's go. I have bread on my list. So how do I say this correctly? Is it a head of bread? Just kidding.
No, definitely not a head of bread. For bread, we use the word loaf, Loaf, a loaf of bread. If you want more than one, the word changes a little bit. We say 2 loaves of bread.
Loaves. That's a new word for me. Loaves. 2 loaves of bread. Right. I remember in the beginning of our talk, I said 3 rice. That was wrong too, wasn't it?
Yes, that is a very common mistake. Rice is like water or sugar. We don't usually count it one by one. Can you imagine counting every little grain of rice?
Oh no, that would take all day. I would be in the supermarket forever.
Exactly. So instead, we use a container word. You can say a bag of rice or a kilo of rice. It's the same for things like milk or juice.
Ah, I see. So for my real-life supermarket conversation practice, I should say a carton of milk.
Yes, perfect. A carton of milk or a carton of eggs. Usually, eggs come in a little box made of paper or plastic. That's a carton.
Wow, a carton of eggs, a loaf of bread, a head of lettuce. There are many of these words, aren't there?
There are a few, but you only need the most common ones to feel comfortable. You are already learning the most important ones today. How do you feel about your list now?
I feel much more prepared. I was a bit nervous before, but now I know I won't just say 2 milks or 3 breads. I'll ask for a carton of milk and a loaf of bread. It makes me feel proud.
And you should be proud. Learning these small details is what makes your English sound fluent and natural. It's all about practicing in a real-life way.
You're right, Emily. It's not just about the words, it's about how I feel when I say them.
Exactly. When you know the right word, you don't have to worry. You can just enjoy your shopping.
Well, I am definitely enjoying this. Everything smells so good and the colors are so bright.
It is a nice way to learn, isn't it? Just walking and talking. Now, before we move to the next section of the store, I want to ask our friends at home a question.
Oh, yes, that's a great idea.
If you're listening, what is one thing on your shopping list today? Can you try to use one of our new words? Maybe a bunch of bananas or a carton of juice. Share it with someone or just say it out loud to yourself. It really helps.
Yes, please do. It helps me so much to say the words out loud.
Great. Now, John, we have our carrots, our lettuce, and our bread, but we still need a few more things from the back of the store.
You're right. I think I need some milk and maybe some cheese.
Perfect. Let's head toward the dairy section. It's usually a bit colder there, so get ready.
Oh boy, more cold. But that's okay. I'm ready for more real-life English supermarket vocabulary.
That is the spirit. Let's keep going. We're doing so well today.
I'm right behind you, Emily. Let's see what else we can find in the dairy aisle.
A bunch of carrots. That is exactly right, John. It sounds so much more natural. Now, for this part of our real-life supermarket conversation practice, I want to do something special. It is called shadowing. I will say a sentence using our English supermarket vocabulary, and I want you to repeat it after me. And for our friends listening at home, you can repeat it too.
Ah, I like this. Shadowing helps me remember the sounds. I am ready to learn how to buy groceries in English.
Wonderful. Let's start with something easy in the produce section. Listen and repeat. I would like a bunch of green grapes, please.
I would like a bunch of green grapes, please.
Perfect. Now let's try it a little faster. I would like a bunch of green grapes, please.
I would like a bunch of green grapes, please. Ha, I feel like a pro already.
You are doing great. Now let's look at the lettuce. We don't say a bunch for lettuce usually. We say a head. Repeat after me. Is this head of lettuce fresh?
Is this head of lettuce fresh?
Exactly. It is funny, isn't it? A head of lettuce? It just means the whole round part. Now let's try, I need 2 heads of lettuce for the salad.
I need 2 heads of lettuce for the salad. Wow, I am starting to speak confidently at the grocery store.
You really are. Let's move to the next aisle. This is where people often make common English mistakes with food nouns. Let's practice how to use partitive expressions for things like rice and sugar. Repeat this. I am looking for a small bag of rice.
I am looking for a small bag of rice. Right, I shouldn't say one rice.
Exactly, John. No one wants just one grain of rice. It's always a bag or a box. Let's try another one. Can you help me find a box of white sugar?
Can you help me find a box of white sugar?
Great! And one more for the pantry. I need 3 cans of tomato soup.
I need 3 cans of tomato soup. Oh, Emily, sometimes I see the word tin instead of can. Is that the same?
Aha! Good catch, John. Yes, in the UK, they often say tin, and in the US, they say can. Both are correct. Let's practice both. Repeat. A tin of soup.
A tin of soup.
And a can of soup.
A can of soup. I see. That makes sense.
You are doing so well. Now let's go to the bakery section. This is my favorite part because it smells so good. Fresh bread.
Wow, it does smell amazing. Okay, what is the word for bread?
We use the word loaf.
L-O-A-F. 1 loaf, 2 loaves. Repeat after me. I'll take 1 loaf of whole wheat bread, please.
I'll take 1 loaf of whole wheat bread, please.
Perfect. And if you want it already cut into pieces, you say sliced. Try this. Is this loaf of bread already sliced?
Is this loaf of bread already sliced? Ha, that is a very useful sentence. I hate cutting bread myself.
Me too. It always gets messy. Now let's look at the dairy section. This is very important for learning how to buy groceries in English. We have milk, eggs, and yogurt. Repeat after me. I need a carton of milk and a dozen eggs.
I need a carton of milk and a dozen eggs.
Excellent. A dozen means 12. It's a very common partitive expression. Let's try that again. I need a dozen large eggs.
I need a dozen large eggs. What about the milk? Can I say a bottle?
Yes, you can say a bottle of milk or a carton of milk. Both are fine. Let's try, where can I find a bottle of fresh milk?
Where can I find a bottle of fresh milk? I'm feeling much better about this. I used to be so nervous talking to the shop assistants.
There is no need to be nervous. Everyone is there to help. Let's practice a polite question. Repeat after me. Excuse me, where is the dairy section?
Excuse me, where is the dairy section?
Very polite. And if they show you, you can say, thank you so much for your help.
Thank you so much for your help.
Now, let's try one more common item, honey or jam. They come in glass containers. We call those jars. Repeat, I'll buy a jar of strawberry jam.
I'll buy a jar of strawberry jam.
And I also need a jar of honey.
I also need a jar of honey. Wow, Emily, I am learning so many new ways to use partitive expressions today. It makes everything so much clearer.
I'm so happy to hear that. Using these words helps you speak confidently at the grocery store because you sound like a native speaker. Let's do a few more quick ones for the cleaning aisle. Ready?
I guess I have to clean my house too. Let's do it.
Repeat. A bottle of dish soap.
A bottle of dish soap.
A box of laundry detergent.
A box of laundry detergent.
And a roll of paper towels.
A roll of paper towels.
Perfect. You're a natural. You have mastered the produce, the bakery, the dairy, and the dry goods. How do you feel, John?
Honestly, I feel great. These common English mistakes with food nouns don't seem so scary anymore. I just need to remember the container. A bag, a box, a bottle, a jar.
Exactly. You've got the secret code. It really is like a code. Once you know the container or the group word, the rest is easy.
Aha, I see. So if I want chocolate, I should say a bar of chocolate, right?
Yes, exactly. A bar of chocolate. You're ahead of me. Let's practice that one too for our listeners. I deserve a bar of dark chocolate.
I deserve a bar of dark chocolate. And I really do. Shopping is hard work.
It really is. You have done a wonderful job with our real-life supermarket conversation practice today.
Thank you, Emily. I feel much more prepared now. I can almost hear the checkout scanner already.
That is the perfect transition. But before we go to the checkout, I want to ask our listeners a question. What is one thing you always forget to buy at the supermarket? Is it a loaf of bread, a carton of milk? Let us know in the comments or write it down in your practice notebook.
That's a great idea. Practicing these words every day is the best way to remember them.
It really is. Well, John, we have our cart full of bunches of carrots, heads of lettuce, cartons of milk, and that bar of chocolate.
Don't forget the dozen eggs.
Right, the dozen eggs, too. Our cart is very heavy now. We should probably head toward the front of the store.
I'm ready. I want to see if I can handle the checkout counter as well as I handled the aisles.
I'm sure you'll do great. Let's take a slow walk toward the registers. There are a few more things to learn there about payments and bags.
You were about to say buy groceries in English, right?
Yes, I'm just so excited to learn. I want to use all these new words right now.
I love that energy, John. But before we continue our practice, it is time for our question of the day.
Oh, I love this part. It helps me think about my own life and use the words I just learned. What is the question for today, Emily?
Today's question for all our listeners is, what is one specific item you always have on your shopping list?
Aha! That is a very good question. Let's think of some ways to answer it using our English supermarket vocabulary.
Good idea. Let's give our friends 5 examples to help them speak confidently at the grocery store.
Okay, I will go first. Example 1. I always buy a carton of cold milk for my morning coffee. It is the first thing I look for.
That is a great one. Here's example 2. I never forget to get a fresh loaf of bread. I love the smell of it when I get home.
Me too. Example 3. I usually buy a large bag of frozen peas to keep in my freezer for a quick meal.
Perfect. Example 4. I always look for a big bunch of yellow bananas because they're my favorite healthy snack.
And finally, example 5, I always buy a glass jar of red pasta sauce. It is so helpful when I'm tired and want a fast dinner.
Wow, John, those examples really show how to use partitive expressions correctly. Using words like carton, loaf, and jar helps you avoid common English mistakes with food nouns.
It really does. It makes how to buy groceries in English feel much more natural.
Exactly. It's all about those small details. So, to our friends at home, what is on your list? Please share your answer. It is the best way to do some real-life supermarket conversation practice.
Yes, we want to hear from you. So, Emily, what are we doing next?
Next, we are moving to the most important part, the checkout. We will learn how to talk to the cashier.
Oh, I need that. Let's go.
Today's question for all our listeners is, what is the one thing you always forget to buy? Is it milk or maybe bread?
For me, it is always milk. I buy a bunch of carrots, but I always forget the milk.
That happens to the best of us, John. Today was so wonderful. We practiced our English supermarket vocabulary together.
Yes, I feel much better about using partitive expressions like a bunch. I can speak confidently at the grocery store now.
You really can. Remember, everyone makes common English mistakes with food nouns at first. It is very normal.
Aha, I see. How to buy groceries in English is getting easier for me with these small steps.
Exactly. We hope this real-life supermarket conversation practice helped you feel safe and ready for your next shopping trip.
Thank you, Emily. I enjoyed this. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, friends. See you next time on Fluent English Daily.
Congratulations on making it all the way through the lesson with Emily and John. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right in the center of your screen so you never miss our next lesson. You can also check out more videos right over here on the left or right side. We've picked them just for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.